What's up, everybody? And today we're checking out a really interesting video I got sent this called The Briton Who Left the UK to Fight for Russia. This is a video put out by Sky News, so this might get copyrighted. I'm not too sure, but this is going to be one of the most bizarre situations you'll see. I'm wondering, does this guy have previous military experience here in the UK? And if so, who is he a part of? What's his history? Why did he do it? How is he able to do this interview if this is the case and he's not arrested? Lots of different questions. I will leave a link down below to the original video. It's Sky News. I think this is going to get copyrighted. So please, if you haven't already, don't forget to like, subscribe, all that good stuff. It helps with that mysterious YouTube algorithm that we know nothing about. I plan on starting to stream every Sunday and every Wednesday. Things are a little bit chaotic right now. I'm moving a lot of stuff around in the house and there's a few things going on internally here at Original Human, so I'm just like changing things up a little bit. We're going to get on track and have streams every Wednesday and Sunday. I'm very excited about it. Before we get started though, check out Chug, 10% off, link down below. When you're watching this, I'll be away. I'll be camping with my 2 kids in the van, sat around the fire at night. It's a heat wave, but I'm still going to have a fire because I want to cook me some venison burgers. And I'm going to crack myself open either a Guinness or a Hoxton Lager. I'm going to pour it in me chug. I'm going to sit there and read me book, Malice by John Gwynne. Absolutely phenomenal. Very, very much love that book. And we're going to relax, keeping our beverage cold during the heat wave. 10% off, link down below. Buy once, cry once. If you're like me, you can't afford to buy cheap shit anymore. You've got to buy something that's going to last you a lifetime. Get yourself one of these. Free customization, free bag, ships to America. Great bit of kit. Check out Morale if you haven't already. If you want to get yourself a healthy energy drink that utilizes functional mushrooms, supporting a company that's fighting against AI slop, supporting small businesses here in the UK. It's my business. Me, I'm a one-man band doing this. Go get yourself some Morale. Also, link down below to a charity hike that I'm doing in the Highlands of Scotland with my mum in Killing. Well, it's actually Callander in Scotland, where my ancestors are from, the MacNabs, my mum's side of the family. I'm very excited. I'm going to vlog the whole thing. But you can sponsor that charity walk, that hike we're doing to help fight cancer in the description down below. All right, let's see what this absolute tool has to say.
Maybe to the British government, I'm a traitor. This is Ben Stimson.
An absolute hat.
Donbass doing humanitarian.
An antiques trader from Oldham in England.
Oldham?
Oldham?
Oldham? That's where I'm from. I was born in Oldham. Are you serious right now? I was born in Oldham.
Fight for Vladimir Putin.
I'm a soldier. I stand by my beliefs that what I've done is the right thing to do.
Mate, the fuck are you doing? What are you doing?
In Britain, he's been called a traitor.
Yeah.
But in Russia, he's seen as a hero.
Whether special military operation is right or wrong, history will tell. I believe it's right.
And this is his first interview with British media.
How could it? Oh. So he must have military experience, first and foremost. Right? He's a traitor. He should be arrested. He's helped a country invade Ukraine. What?
Why did you decide to fight for Russia?
All my life I've been
an absolute knob.
Why did you decide to fight for Russia?
All my life I've been an anti-NATO activist right from a childhood. My mother was a CND activist. She was outside American air bases. She also marched against Iraq, the Iraq War, the illegal Iraq War. And I just...
Okay, so you can... I feel like there's a valid argument for the Iraq War. But anti-NATO, we're a bunch of countries that want to help each other and protect each other. Like, I don't see why there's like... I genuinely... I'm uneducated on this narrative of anti-NATO. And so I'd love to know the argument in the comments. From a place of genuine not understanding why someone would think it's a bad idea. Let me know in the comments.
Saw it back in 2014, 2015. This was the West putting its nose in, stirring up another coup, another colour revolution.
But why do you think Vladimir Putin was justified in launching a full-scale invasion on 24th of February 2022?
I'd call it a special military operation. Why is the West now bombing Iran?
What? Mate, it's not the same as the West bombing Iran. It's not the same. It's literally not the same. I understand there's people that are like, look, NATO were creeping up on Russia. I understand that. But the thing is, the reason NATO was creeping up on Russia is because Russia was threatening countries on its border, and these countries wanted protecting, so they ended up joining NATO. Russia have kicked themselves.
If you're saying what's happening in Iran is unjustified, if you're saying the war in Iraq was unjustified in 2003, why do you think the so-called special military operation, Russia's war in Ukraine,
To protect the ethnic Russians of the Donbass who have been under siege for 8 years.
The 50-year-old signed a contract
Oh, this guy. Why is he back in the country?
with the Russian military in 2024. He served for more than a year. First, he says, as an engineer, and then as an instructor for other English-speaking recruits.
So he didn't actually go on the front line then. He didn't put his life on the line. He was an engineer. I mean, don't get me wrong. He could have been engineering things to obviously take lives, and he's definitely pursuing and helping the invasion of a country.
Some in Britain have called you a traitor. How do you respond to that? Are you a traitor?
I have not seen any declaration of war from either side, so I'm not a traitor. Britain is the land of my birth. I'm not a traitor to Britain. I've still got a lot of friends in Britain. I've still got family in Britain. I'm not a traitor to the British people.
Did you find
It's not the fact that he's a traitor to the British people, because the British aren't at war. I understand that. But he's a traitor against humanity, in my opinion. When a country's being invaded, doesn't matter if it was, I don't know, let me pick two random countries. If it was Wales invading Scotland, you just don't do it. You don't do it. It's not a case of, well, they had the right to do this and that. And that. You don't invade another country. Like, what the fuck? I don't understand how people are that thick.
weapons?
I can guarantee you I've killed nobody.
Hey up.
No, I've never shot at anybody knowingly.
But this
Guarantee you I've killed
We see a replay of that. Who's that?
to the British people.
Did you
Got a
find
bit distracted there, guys.
I can guarantee you I've killed nobody.
Listen, I'm partial to a girl in a kilt. I am.
No, I've never shot at anybody knowingly.
But this wasn't Stimson's first time in Ukraine.
Oh, Donetsk is my favourite city in Russia.
In 2015, he spent 4 months in the Donbass with pro-Moscow militia, and on returning to Britain back then, he was convicted of a terror offence and jailed for more than 5 years.
I think that's fair play. I think that's fair play, right?
Maybe I would have been better just going on protests in London and marching, but no, I chose to sign up for the militia in 2015 because I thought, and I still believe, I was protecting the people of the Donbass, the ethnic Russian people, for their identity, their language, and...
He's like shaking, and have you seen? Look at his voice. His voice is trembling a little bit, and his hands are shaking.
The evidence is there that the West interfered during the Maidan, and that's what I stand by.
Aside from your reasoning, how did you end up going from Oldham to the Donbass? Why
Oldham. I can't believe he's from the same place I am. From Oldham. Mate. From Oldham.
Cause of the people of the Donbass, as you say, why was that so important for you, someone coming from Oldham?
Well, I'm from a working class background. Oldham's a very, very working class town, as you know. The miners of the Donbass during the great miners' strike supported the working class miners of the north of England, of the Yorkshire coalfields.
Having served in...
That's all well and good, but it... Listen, I'm a working class person. I'm from Oldham as well. Okay. My dad was in the Navy. Now he's the manager as a tradesman. My mum is working. We're all working class, right? We have resentment for different things that have happened in our past in the north of Britain. How London and a lot of the politicians who prioritise London and the south of England at the detriment of the north of England. Yes, of course, it's a frustration a lot of the northern cities have. Manchester, Liverpool, even Birmingham, north of Wales, Newcastle. We have these frustrations, these working class towns that have been kind of put on the sideline for the south. Cool. That doesn't mean I want to fight for Russia. What? That doesn't mean I'm like, yeah, Russia were right. What?
The military. Stimson was able to acquire Russian citizenship earlier this year.
I'm happy to finally receive Russian citizenship. My future is in Russia.
But after moving to Russia, his family in the UK cut ties with him, and he says they're now subject to death threats.
I have to accept my decisions, and of course I'd like to speak to my father again, but it's not going to happen. That's his decision.
So no regrets?
No, not regrets. I would obviously like to still be in contact with my immediate family, but it's not going to happen, and I have to accept that.
So even his family are like, what the fuck are you doing? You absolute tool.
So just to be clear, Russia and its war in Ukraine, that is worth more to you than...
As a principled man, yes.
Mate. I have this thought that sometimes flows through me and doesn't, that at some point in everyone's life, they need to be slapped hard once. They need to be slapped hard once enough that you go a bit dazed. That you wake up a bit and you're like, whoa, I'm not all that. So everybody needs to feel that one day. And I feel like this guy's never felt that. I feel like at some point in your life, you should just be dazed, be slapped a little bit. Just be slapped a little bit, right? You don't want to get hurt. I don't want any harm on anyone. I'm against domestic abuse. I'm against, I'm against all that stuff, right? Especially, I don't know. I feel like some people just need a bit of a wake-up call, don't they? This guy's an absolute fool. I take that back. No one deserves to be slapped. No one deserves to be slapped. I'm telling you that right now. Don't do it. Don't do it.
That is my moral decision.
Why?
Because in life, there are things bigger than us.
Returning home is not an option for Stimson. He'll almost certainly be arrested. The Foreign Office declined the
so this interview was done in Russia then?
request for comment, but its travel advice states, if you travel to Russia to join the Russian army or to help others engaged in the war with Ukraine, you could be breaking UK laws.
Yeah, makes
you
sense.
could be prosecuted when you return to the UK.
I'm presuming, okay, so if this took place in Russia, this interview, then yeah, I'm presuming he would just get arrested when he gets back here.
But Stimson insists he's happy to remain in Russia.
This is a much more free country than Britain is right now, in my opinion. Your viewers can try and say different, but the evidence is there.
What about the evidence?
It doesn't sound very convincing, does it? You can tell when someone's like anxious and doesn't really like know what they're saying, and I think he's definitely within that category right here.
That we've seen here, that people who criticise the government, criticise the war in Ukraine, even just by the smallest way, can land themselves in prison.
I've not seen that. I've not seen any evidence of that. Maybe I'm not looking in the right places, but I've not seen.
You've reported extensively on it.
I've not seen that. I've not seen that. I'm not seeing people getting dragged.
You're not aware that any criticism of the war here can land you in prison?
Not that I've seen.
People can't protest here.
Yet. You can't protest there.
Yeah.
I've seen protests here recently.
Where?
This is gonna be a skit, right? This feels like a skit. This feels like a legit skit, doesn't it? It feels like a Ricky Gervais skit.
Maybe I'm not looking in the right places.
What about the fact that opposition politicians end up in prison? Some die in prison. Alexei
Yeah.
Navalny died behind bars. Does that not bother you?
I don't know much about Alexei Navalny.
The
my
question for the UK
God.
authorities
Oh
now
my
is
God.
how many other Brits are fighting for Russia?
Thank you to the Communist Party, the Russian Federation, and the American Communist Party for the generator.
Stimson refused to answer
It feels like a skit, doesn't it?
that question, only saying it's more than you think.
Oh my days. Oh my, what an absolute fool. The thing is, right, and I've said this so many times when it comes to the war in Russia, the war in Ukraine, is that the majority of the people fighting for Russia don't truly understand why they're fighting. They don't understand, or they are subjected to propaganda and misinformation, and they've been indoctrinated in a way that makes them believe they're doing the right thing. The truth is, the majority of soldiers on the Ukraine side and the Russian side would much prefer to be sat at home with their family, having a nice warm meal, having their family around them in a household filled with love, not at war invading someone's country because of the egos of a couple people in a few offices that are protected at all times. That's the truth of it. And say what you want about Russians, I guarantee the majority of them feel that way. Guarantee. You get the odd absolute knobhead like this guy, which, on behalf of Oldham, right, we don't want him back. Keep him. Keep him in Russia. Listen, we don't want him back. He's not ours anymore. He's not from Oldham anymore. He's done. He's done. Gone. Let me know what you think in the comments. Check out Chug. 10% off, link down below. That's it. Check out Morale, all the other stuff. Until next time, I love you all. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.